What's up, people? Welcome back to Internash. Today we are taking you on a ride and we are telling you all about the rules and regulation that you should know if you want to drive in Australia. Also, we are going to give you information about fines, so when you come to Australia and when you're driving, you don't end up with massive fines. So if you're an international student in Australia who's currently driving and want to know about rules, or if you're an international student who's planning to come to Australia, this video is just for you. So, check it out. If you're new to this channel, I have to let you know that we make all the videos for international students who are in Australia or who are planning to come to Australia. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Getting back to the video. Today we have Akshay with us. Akshay is going to drive us around and tell us about all the rules and laws that we need to know if we want to drive in Australia. So the first thing is about having a valid license. Yeah?
Yes. So a valid license is very important to drive anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And in Australia, so the good thing is if you're an overseas or an international student in Victoria, you can drive on your overseas license. But please make sure that your license is in English.
Okay.
So that's a requirement by the Victorian government that they want the license to be in English. Doesn't matter if it's an overseas license for international students.
So for international students, if your license is valid and is in English, whether you're in Victoria or in Australia, you will be able to drive a car. Another important thing that you should keep in mind is about speed limits. Every road in Australia has a speed limit. For example, the road that we are going right now on is a 60 km/h zone, and if we turn left side from the crossroads, then that is an 80 km/h zone. And speed limits are very strict about the speed limits. What are the fines?
Amazingly strict. So I remember this one time I went to a drive to Adelaide with my friends.
Yeah.
And those idiots drove at 80 in a 40 zone, 100 in a 60 zone, and these guys are fined $880.
$880?
Yes. 2 fines.
Wow.
Each fine for $440.
That is massive.
These guys don't think twice before fining you. So it's almost like they want to fine you. So make sure that you stick to the limit.
Exactly. And that is right. Like, they have already told us the rule. They have already told us the law. Precisely. And if somebody is not following it, they're just bound to fine people.
Okay, so on roads you'll see certain neon colored signs with legs. So those are pedestrian signs. So that means that if a pedestrian is on the zebra crossing, you better stop your car and let the pedestrian go.
For example, we are from India, and in India there is very simple logic. The bigger the car, the bigger the attitude. And in Australia, pedestrian comes on the top. Even if by mistake you touch a pedestrian, your car touches the pedestrian, then you will be fined heavily, like thousands of dollars of fine.
You have to pay the pedestrian. You have to pay if he's injured. You have to pay the medical fees. Yeah. You have to give them the money that they would have earned through their employment, and they missed their work.
So make sure that if you're a pedestrian, it's great. But if you're driving, make sure that you really take care that you don't bump into a pedestrian. Another important thing is about roundabout. So this is super important because I did not know this. So when there is a roundabout, you always have to make sure that you let a person on your right side go first, and then you proceed. Just because there is a gap, just because somebody is coming and you think that
you can enter the roundabout, you got good car, you can punch the
they will hit the brakes. No, if somebody is coming. So for example, look here.
So this is the pedestrian crossing that I've stopped at right now.
Yeah.
And there's the roundabout.
Yeah.
So this car moved ahead. Now I have to stop, let this car go, look on my right, no one's coming, take the left.
So the next thing is about right of way. So anybody who's coming from the right side, opposite side, right side, has the right of way. For example, we are standing at a crossroads right now, and if we want to turn right side, what happens is that if we have a green, opposite side also has a green, and if we want to turn right, we have to stop in the middle of the intersection. So right now we are stopping in the middle of the intersection, and we are waiting for either all the cars to go by, or we're waiting for the light to turn orange so that we can turn right side. For example, it is orange now, so these cars will stop and we can go right side. Next important thing is about signages. So for example, when it is written 1p or 2p, which means you can park your car for 1 hour for 1p,
1p.
2p, 2 hours.
2 hours.
And if it is just p, then you can park your car however long you want.
So that's generally at the railway stations where it just says P, it means parking, and you can just go in, park the car for however long you want to.
Beautiful. The next thing that you need to know is about stoppage signs.
Yeah.
So you can see the image on the screen. That is the stoppage sign, which means do not park your car there. Majority of the fines that people get is regarding parking the car at the wrong.
I
Yeah.
also have a ticket, parking
Yeah.
infringement ticket.
Exactly.
I
So
parked,
how much was it?
So actually how it starts is it's $83
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah.
But if you fail to pay it, it doubles up.
Okay, so if at all you get it, so that is one of the major issue with international students. So first, that a lot of people don't know laws, and when they don't know laws, they end up breaking one
the
or
laws.
two law,
Yeah.
and that's why they get massive fines. So whatever you're earning with your part-time jobs, you are basically giving that money in fines, and because you have a car, it just doesn't add up. So that's one thing. Just make sure that you know the laws. You learn how to drive and with somebody who already knows.
Knows how to.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the full video. Do share this video with your friends so that you or your friends don't end up with a lot of fines. If you know any of the laws that other viewers should know, write it in the comment section and tell us what do you think about all the laws that we already told you. What are your thoughts on that?
Please like the video and make sure that this time we reach at least 500 likes. Please, guys.
That's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next video.